Let us bring in Tom Winter, NBC News national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent. Tom, good morning. We're learning about Thomas Matthew Crooks, but there's very little online about him. There was no manifesto, very little social media presence, but you're slowly putting together a picture of who this is.
That's right. Last evening, the FBI operational people, as well as the special agent in charge of this investigation, briefed reporters, and they say that right now, to your point, there is no indication specifically of what the motive might be. One of the things that they're focusing on right here, the key to this potentially, is the phone. His cell phone has been taken to FBI's research and laboratories in Quantico, Virginia. They're going to try to break through the security, download everything on that phone. I think it's important for people to understand these cell phone forensic programs. Even if you try to delete something, it can typically find a record of what you tried to delete, if not the actual thing itself. And so they can get that information off of there. It's what might be deleted that could be as helpful to them as what is actually on the phone. But text messages, photos, apps, everything he's doing.
Anything
notes,
he tried to Google.
any memos, anything he tried to Google, his recent web history. How important might that be? Because right now we're told federal investigators, they just don't have it. There's nothing there on the motive front. We do know a couple additional things. One, the gun was purchased legally. It's our reporting that it was purchased by the father. And I know folks are going to immediately ask questions about that and say, OK, did the father know? Was the family aware? It is our understanding from the FBI. They've said it on the record. The family is cooperating. And there's no indication at this point in the investigation that the family knew about this in advance or had any sort of role in it. He did leave behind some canisters or containers in his vehicle that were also found at the house. There's some question about that. They've been described as rudimentary explosives. Those have been taken to the FBI laboratory, and so they're going to look those over. I think they're going to be more incendiary, the type of thing that he could have used to distract law enforcement while he climbed, as we've been looking at that video this morning up on that roof.
And then, Tom, I mean, about the politics. I mean, it's political violence in the sense that it was a political candidate who was targeted, but we don't know if it's a political motive. We don't know yet. When we think about, you know, John Hinckley, who shot President Reagan, not a political motive. He was trying to impress Jodie Foster and obviously had mental illness. Jared Loughner in Tucson, Arizona, shot Gabby Giffords, a Democrat, not politically motivated. But we've seen the congressional baseball picnic shooting of Steve Scalise. That was politically motivated. So we don't know yet. I mean, he was a registered Republican, but had donated to a Democratic cause.
Right. And, you know, was he donating to the Democratic cause? Was he buying a hat for somebody in his family, or did he actually have those political views? We just don't know. And we don't know when was the last time that he voted and whom he voted for, of course. So, yes, very much in question what this motive could have been. And I know people are going to say he shot at Donald Trump. What motive could there have been other than something political? But it is important as they go through this to try to determine exactly what this was involving. We do know at this point, and we've been told that there's no sort of foreign involvement. I think that's also important for people to know at this stage of the investigation.
All right, Tom, great reporting. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.